I want to emphasize the importance of learning how to regulate the nervous system and the psychosomatic tripwires that are littered throughout social media. Basically, what we have here are a set of algorithms that are designed to get a response that is going to continue to keep you engaged with the platform. So the algorithm doesn't give a damn if it's divisive. It doesn't care if it's information that will rile you up. What it wants is to continue to get you to respond and connect with the interface. The more that you're on the platform, the better, essentially. What this means is there's no ethical consideration on the part of the social media company, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, about how this material is interfacing with people's brains and nervous systems. So the onus is on us to witness how we are being impacted by the stimulation of our social media. Many of us will notice that as we continue to scroll through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that after a certain point, it no longer feels good, but we're still doing it. This outlines the addictive nature of the social media structure. What I'm in favor of here is that we drop some of the immediate gratification that we get from the stimulus interaction and sink into some silent time and notice when we come back to our social media platforms, whether it's for business or personal entertainment or whatever it might be, notice how a calm nervous system interacts with content versus a hijacked limbic response. I think this sort of self-regulation is going to help us create a social media world that is more mutually beneficial and interactive, based on a soothing, good faith conversation rather than an inflammatory system of self-perpetuation. I think this is super important. We're using social media so much in this day and age. For us to have some self-awareness around how we use it and why is a good question. I've at times asked myself, do I need it? Is it benefiting me? As a personal question, I've come to the conclusion that in a lot of ways, it doesn't benefit me. There's a lot of cons and only a couple pros. The pros are I get to stay connected with people that I otherwise wouldn't, and as well as I get access to information streams, whether it's news or video content or educational content or scientific information that I might not be exposed to at the same volume without. Okay, so those are a couple benefits. A lot of cons personally. Professionally, it's just a no-brainer at this point to be on social media because of the need to get yourself out there and to connect with what is now possibly the most dominant force of marketing, advertising, and business, getting the word out there and stuff like that. Period. So there's a lot going on here, and I think since most of us are going to continue using this thing, let's be self-reflective about how we'd like it to be used, because I'm telling you right now, the companies are not going to do that for us. They don't care about how our brains are being neuroplastically conditioned to have certain responses based on our own internal reactions to the content. What they care about is that we stay on their platform and that they keep making the money that they're making. So it's up to us as individuals to ask for what we need, demand what we need, and also regulate ourselves and be self-responsible about how we're engaging. Anyways, that's my thoughts on social media for the day. Ryan Holsapple, Transformational Psychology podcast out right now. We talk about how to look within yourself and look at some of those psychodynamics that are causing conflict or interpersonal issues in your life, and how to transform, how to reach a place of peace, connection, meaning, and self-regulation, like we talked about today. It's a very big concept, but all focused on that question of how do I know who I am? How do I live my life? What is it to live in a transformational way? Anyways, see you later.